It's different.
I would quit.
I will always find it the funniest thing that Shattuck's dad always like travels with him to tournaments and just has aneurysms throughout every single time Shattuck's doing really well. That's the best thing ever.
That's amazing.
I don't know what the trend is for Raiders, but I'm pretty sure more of them unfortunately are finding with the chat though, they're not very good.
I think I really like that.
Yeah.
It is such a weird concept to think about, like majors in regard to like people being anywhere from like age 12 to like 40.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing.
I don't think they might have had that at Battle of WnC, but I played like 3 Alberta kids in the lab, and I'm like, wow, well, you all are also very young and are starting with something.
You are young and small. Why are you here?
Posted the game a lot. So 3 moves, and you got top 4 on the ladder.
Really?
Oh.
I played him, and I'm like, he's just terrifying. He's just scaring me to death because he's just sitting there and starting up smash, and I don't know which. Then there's like RM8 and YouTube.
How old is RM8?
What?
How old is RM8?
He's like 16.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty good shit.
Oh,
By the
jeez.
way, weird thing about RM8, like, he has this odd thing when he's playing in bracket where he's like constantly swirling his entire body. Not to anything the game.
But like he's like doing it.
Just doing like this the whole time.
Not the Mewtwo
he's
King
driving
like
in a
thing.
racing
It's like a
simulator?
swerve.
Yeah, it's like a back. It's like side to side.
Whoa.
I'm like, this is actually distracting.
I like to imagine he's just got a song playing and he's
It's
just
the next,
dancing to
it's
it.
the next level of the mental game.
All right, but JR had such a huge percent lead for like this whole stock, but just has not been able to get this stock off. He needs to get it done soon because right now it's basically an even game.
It is literally an even. I mean, like the percentages are different, but they're both kill percent. Like
Yeah.
Game Watch so light.
I sincerely don't know which character I want to fight in these finals to fight.
No.
Just let it be a surprise.
It's a fun
Just hope
surprise
it's
for
not
the whole
something.
family.
Ooh. Fair enough.
Yeah, makes sense. Alright, my mental game is done. I just come up and I just play Kirby. Oh, Kirby. That's it. Yeah.
I feel like I've reached the point mentally in the tournament where I'm just gonna start doing random Kaguya forward smashes and hopefully.
Yeah. You do one force smash, I'm terrified.
Doesn't it do like 36 sweet spot or something absurd like that?
I think it's
like no charge.
20 something tipper uncharged.
Oh, okay.
Charge, it's like it's either the third charged in Tipper is either the third or second strongest in the game behind like King Game and probably Bowser.
Oh, okay. Bowser is absurd. It doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah.
You can technically get all 4 of the hitboxes at the same time instead of 40.
He's being graceful and just partly
okay.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like 0.4% off.
Rob
Not
fine,
killing
man.
it.
Yeah, that was weird.
Never nerfed. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And
I love looking at like top 32 of any tournament and just seeing like at least 7 Rob.
True. Yeah. He's a freaking good character. We have like no Rob representation right now in Western Washington.
Shaking and crying right now.
Rob representation.
Yeah.
Like, I just talk about big people and fucking combo the hell out of each other nowadays.
Yeah.
Rob's big.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go! I don't really know like why he's good. He just seems to have like a lot of annoying things.
I think down tilt is just dumb, marriage is free.
He,
Yeah.
he has solid tools at like
Just
every
just
percent,
parry
essentially.
there. I don't see the problem.
90% of people don't parry intentionally. Not even 90.
Oh! Fucking.
If you like, if Renee wasn't a factor, they'll have to have like try the best ones.
In my
Yeah.
own humble opinion, I'm practice parrying. If I
If you're just like man, say that doesn't matter. So you get like fucking down here, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
honestly, the easiest way to just take Zama out of collision is just to parry back air all the time, constantly. It's the simplest.
there's nothing I can do here. My grab sucks.
Alright, did he DI correctly? I don't think so, but still just was not a high enough
Why do you
percent.
have
Yeah,
to
it's
just pray?
just
Why do you just have to pray to the Lord and Savior the DI raw on
Yeah, just watch.
You can, but it's like I have to like actively be keeping track of what side of him I'm on, and if I'm in the middle, I'm just like, whoa, okay.
I literally. Wait, you know that blue one that comes up in your head?
Yeah.
If you can start your stick in the direction of that then you're
I'm in the worst spot.
Yeah, that was
It's like a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think it's like ripped apart.
last time.
Really got it, just instantly just tossed it out.
Game.
So every time I have like death and I play against 3 people, and then I get threat and I play.
This game is exceptional.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. Drop some back here. The turtle.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Try me!
The Vandy player.
And now we're having a smash for it. And
I did it again.
there's no credit card.
And yeah, JR has not been able to link these neutralers together, but it doesn't matter. He's still like, he's been able to follow up afterwards, like pretty consistently. It's been looking good.
To be honest with you, this game so far is just kind of.
Oh.
Oh no.
Is this an infinite? He didn't move for like 10 hits. That was so weird.
He started getting put in catch situations halfway through that.
Like what?
Mr. Game Watch, yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I love it because JR is so confident in game one jab that like if he catches you on ledge with it, he'll just like sit back for like 5 seconds knowing it's just gonna take that long.
Yeah, it's just
he'll like wipe his hand. Okay, Rob is heavy enough.
Also, probably lucky you got the spike hitbox there. Probably held him live just a little bit longer.
Yeah, this is kind of the similar situation that's what we're seeing in game number 1 though for JR, just having a tough time sealing out the stock, but getting the king at just such high percents.
It's like you're winning neutral majority of the time, but killing.
It'll always be the funniest thing to me that Mr. Game Watch had a scratch down there involving E-Boy before Sora did.
Have you seen the Sora down air combo with Mario Flood?
Oh yes, I saw that. It's like that B Sword Fighter or Side B, except it just wasn't vertically.
Yeah,
Like the coolest
it looks
thing.
so weird.
I'm not seeing that. I don't
Yeah,
look
so
at
basically,
anything Sora.
so in doubles, the Sora teammate will down air from like top of screen.
Yeah, I was about to call stalling. I'm not even gonna lie.
And then the Mario teammate will do flood as he's down airing down.
So he just
and
starts
so
cartwheeling, skyling.
yeah,
through the
that
air.
down air that does this will like pushes Sora to the side while he's it's
That's
super
pretty
good.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, and it hits hard.
Unironically, it looks cool enough that I wish that was just how it works.
I'll be honest with you. I think stalling falls are like the laziest design. I hate them.
I'm
Like, I think
obligated to say they're cool because I have one.
I guess, but I don't know. I think like you can have a couple of them. Like obviously I'm okay with Game & Watch like cheat, right? But
Yeah.
It's the only thing Kazuya has approaching a way to reliably get out of his minute. I haven't played it. Really.
I like Sephiroth's because it's unique to like
Yeah.
Spike. Like that's cool.
yeah, his is
Yeah.
like it makes sense. It's so like iconic and everything.
Yeah.
I think it's good. You think it's good because they like long and so ridiculous.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
big damage.
I definitely feel like they just choose moves and they're like, yeah, this move's gonna be good on him. This move.
Oh wow.
I guess I can
Just a
understand
run
why
up
they
up
gave
smash.
Zero Suit Samus Stalling Ball because objectives and everything. I don't know why they gave rid of that in such a program. It could be the funniest thing.
Trying to make Griffin like a better character and more faithful to himself, like literally anything that resembles something that makes sense, would also make him either broken or annoying. It's like, oh yeah, looks like it's not Trevor's tail. Okay, that's just fucking stupid now.
You know what else sucks? You know what the funny thing about Kirby is?
Oh god.
Oh no! Oh no! Not Rob.
Wow.
Not Rob. It's best of
It's
five.
best of 5. Best of 5. Yeah.
Shitty thing about Kirby is Yeah, they gave him like Rock and Hammer. But those moves fucking suck in the game
I
too.
sincerely, I
Like-
want them to redesign. Honestly, you know what I want? I want them, if they make another Smash game, I'm totally fine with them calling like half the roster if they give all the old characters redesigns.
I think all of them need it.
I think we're gonna get like a Smash Classic or something.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna cut.
Honestly, let's just replace Kirby's side view with like walking the dog yo-yo.
Yeah.
You only have the thing with like that part of that ledge.
Except you can
It's
actually
still be
walk
better.
Yeah, you can actually walk with it too. Imagine getting your shield pressure cascade by turns and some partners.
I
It
am,
sounds beautiful.
honestly, I wish like Kirby as a redesign just utilize more copy abilities, and then in Final Fantasy I can remember. That would just be.
That's the problem with like utilizing.
Or Luigi.
The only way you make it utilize more copy abilities is buffing like base neutral B to like, I don't know, be better, faster, or something like that. Because like,
No, I mean,
what are you gonna do? Change every single copy ability to be like, alright, Rob's
No.
side B is better.
No, I mean his regular his normals become like Kirby copy abilities, and he's able to say it's the same.
Oh hell no, I ain't playing Kirby.
Oh
like that.
jeez,
I just turned it into a Ditto.
that'd be insane. Yeah.
Microphone mode. They do this thing where like you just add a screen every time. The Kirby copy ability should not only take the you just take the best stuff.
Yeah.
Recovery.
Yeah, some of them are just like awful.
Cool.
Oh, the bucket.
What do you
Jeez.
think viable systems you could pick which special you go?
Well, that would be a lot of work.
I don't think so. I feel like if you just like swallowed and just like pressed a certain direction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the devs to code it all in.
Making every pass special movement twice. They have said that like,
Yeah. Yikes.
Kirby is a major flaw with like making movements. Like they
I could have sworn I read an interview somewhere that said that the reason that Kirby has been bad in all the more recent Smash games is because he was busted in Smash 64 and Sakurai didn't want to be accused of bias.
I don't know if that's true.
He was busted in Smash 64, but like, come on, like.
That's just because they literally didn't know what they were doing. I mean, having a character like Kirby who's very, very good at both
Also, you can't not talk about Sakurai bias and not bring up like the 8 Fire Emblem characters in the game.
True.
Like,
It's
very clearly there.
One of them, please.
The only one that I think is like actually really bad is Corrin. The rest is
Yeah.
like Corrin could.
Okay, here's the thing. I think Mark, to a lesser extent, Roy, Lauren, I begrudgingly Corrin and Violet are all unique enough that I feel like their positions in the game are kind of justified. Regina and Tom just feel like you could get rid of one of them. Because then Fire Emblem Awakening doesn't have 3 reps.
Yeah, most of them, but 2 of them are not.
oh,
Like, having an axe user cool, I guess, that's one goal. But
That would be
they're probably
cool,
gonna
yeah.
have, like, they're probably gonna have their bigger stuff to be a shield breaker. Which side is dancing move? You don't. An axe.
Okay, I'm sorry. I keep seeing people talking about having an axe user for a Fire Emblem character. I feel like I'm the only one who thinks a knife user on their own would be cooler.
That's Joker.
No, I mean
Yeah,
like
it's Joker.
more than just one, because it's just Joker right now. And I feel like Fire Emblem's, the way they handled like the animations for knife using like warriors are really cool. And I get the feeling we do a lot of that.
I have an idea. Bandana B.
Wait,
I don't want it just because I feel like it's unique.
It would be really
I
unique.
bought it just so I can make fun of all the people who don't want Bandana D in the game.
Yeah, I honestly when it comes to like what you want in the game, like, I've had 2 preferences that are like of reasonable potential, and that's it. You're just with the
I definitely wanted to be really bad, but I was like, she's just gonna be Bayonetta. I could just feel it in my soul.
Yeah, I
Like,
was thinking like Bomberman or Right. Either one of those.
Definitely with Dante. Like they're
Yeah.
just gonna be
Bro,
Bayonetta.
like,
I don't think they wanted to repeat it. I think that's why they didn't have it.
When Dante got deconfirmed for a Mii costume and the actual Atlas Twitter account posted up featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, I laughed my ass off. It was so funny.
No, yeah, no, anytime that there's a new character and now it's past like Joker, because Joker isn't even different. I remember just thinking every single time, thinking at the Flash, oh fuck. Because I'm not thinking about like, oh wow, what a cool character that has for legacy game. I have to fight next one. So when I see Sephiroth come in with a 3-foot sword, I just go kill him.
I saw Sora get announced, and like, sure, haha, big Disney guy is this like big important rap, like big importance, whatever. I knew that if they ported him like completely and 100% accurate to the Kingdom Hearts series, it was going to be Bayo with the sword.
Whoa.
The worst thing ever.
Have you seen the Cody reaction?
Yeah, I saw that was my reaction.
Didn't
Honestly.
you just turn off the stream?
He had a sore throat at the time, so he just like went full on big dramatic no in like a really raspy voice.
I definitely cried at like Steve's release. Not like actually, but like, cause I was still like a hard Kirby main then, and like was actually going to tournaments in like Korea, and then just I saw Steve, and I was like, oh, I guess I lose.
I knew people who were unironically like molding really hard at Steve being released.
I'm so glad he's in the game. I like Minecraft.
He deserves to be in the game.
Yeah.
I just kind of wish he could campus on it, to be honest.
Yeah, you just kind of build 3 blocks, hide under a platform, and just kind of mine. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Kono yet.
Oh, okay. We did lose.
We lost.
Dude, imagine having your number one most important character be confirmed having a trophy, and then having your friend make fun of you for that, and then they get announced as a Mii costume, and then as soon as their dream characters come in, they love the fact that dream characters came in. Still gonna fucking play Pichu. Losing.
Freaking.
I won't lie, that
Our
trailer,
delivery pick's going for
man, that trailer made me so mad.
no.
Are
I didn't marry.
you just gonna sound bad? But I just got into Smash competitively, so Violet. I was
Honestly,
really excited for Violet. The trailer sucked. I know everyone hated Violet, but I was like, nah.
I'm gonna keep it real. I was hyped as fuck for Kazuya. I had officially picked up Ryu, Ken, and Terry by that point, and the second Kazuya got revealed, I was like, yes, I get to torment people with a Tekken character.
I don't think I really knew the scope of Tekken at the time. But I know Kazuya, and again, I was just... Not even like, most of these matchups are gonna be honest, so like, maybe win it. But I just don't want to fight any more characters. There's too many.
I don't want to learn any more matchups. I just want to push people. That's it.
They fucking go and
I'm not so bad. This
You always talk about timeouts.
this will be the first wake and cake timeout if it happens.
No, wait. Down here.
Live. No!
Let's go. No timeouts.
That was just deletion. He was just removed from the video.
I feel like that whole time we were talking about, we're like trailers, just like sitting and watching the
Yeah.
timer. Please. I want a timeout.
Oh.
Just bullshitting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. I will say, out of all of the reaction type people, I love watching Tweak because it's always his mindset to be like, Smash is my job, so when the DLCs come out, it's like, what do I have to deal with, and how bad is it gonna be? And so his reaction is always based on that, and he's like, are you kidding me? Or it's just like, it's always like, no! Like...
I think the one character that wasn't an HTC character that I was most hyped for DLC wise was absolutely Sephiroth. I was popping off with Sephiroth.
The trailer was so good. I got hyped. Like I'm not a big Final Fantasy person, but
Yeah. The boss battle release too was like the coolest thing ever. Like, why didn't they do more of that with like DLC drops? Like,
yeah, true.
I mean, it's Sephiroth privilege, actually.
Yeah.
I like it done with like Kazuya. He seems like a bad guy. I don't
Sephiroth,
want to war.
Sephiroth's privilege extends beyond the scope of just like being within the game. Even out of the universe, he just gets privilege because he's so famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hashtag.
Yeah, so I mean, back to this match.
I've been mad for you.
Yeah, true.
Match, yeah.
I really like how Jared's been playing this. He's been playing it basically to the book when it comes to Game & Watch in this matchup, whereas like you get the item and then you just try to hold on to the item as much as possible. Because it's high risk against Rob, because Rob can kill you really easily with his Rob shenanigans.
Yeah.
But your ability to...
His robbery factor, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. But your ability to like hold on to items with Game Watch is super easy because I think it's after you up B, you can do an aerial after up B without dropping items.
Yeah.
So it's just like a weird mechanic that you get to just keep Gyro away from Rob for just an infinite period of time.
I definitely feel like
That was a
could-
nice set. How long is this set been going?
We are 17 minutes, or almost 18 minutes.
Feels like 30 minutes.
Oh,
So,
Gyro.
not too bad yet for Game 4.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing about getting into like Guilty Gear and whatnot. I watched CEO like all of top 8 in like an hour and 20. Everything was so fast.
Jeez.
Yes,
Crazy.
they just fight. The game would have been over.
Where? Yeah. What do they do? Is it like Tekken where they do?
It's 2 rounds. It's like you have to win 2 rounds, and that's a game.
Oh, okay. So it's like Tekken, yeah.
Yeah.
So you play like a standard in-game best of 3, and then winning
It's
that.
like best of 5 for
yeah,
like the game.
I see. Yeah.
It's like first off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, even if someone's camping, there's only like a 99-second timer, and like it doesn't really work that well.
Yeah, timeouts are uncool. It's very
Yeah, you gotta sit through the first 6 minutes, and then when it gets to that last minute, you're like, okay, let's go.
It's about there's like really a way to make a platform fight. One is to get more people in two, you have to build a new platform fight from the ground up.
Oh, it's almost really cold.
Yeah, I feel like the community, like in a whole, just doesn't want to play campy, and that's the only way to like avoid it, like melee. But even then, people can't.
The timer is not 8 minutes in melee because that's a normal amount of time. It's just because they need an end.
Yeah.
So when two people really don't want to fight.
Oh my god, have you ever seen the one like?
8 minutes
8
is
minutes still
long.
feels like too long.
That's so long.
There was one documentary. It was like it was some Puff player and an Ices player, and they just like
Oh,
got into the
Oh,
game.
when you talk about the one where
Cool.
they just both didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
they literally just both sat still. Yeah, Michael versus Bananas. That is the most hype set of Smash
That
in
is the
all time.
biggest brain play I think I have ever seen in the entirety of a competitive scene.
Wait, so what did they do? They just didn't
They
do
just
anything.
didn't play. They had like a history of like not wanting to fight each other, kind of, or like the Puff player was mad, or no, the Ices player was mad 'cause the Puff player would never approach, and so the Ices player didn't approach, and the Puff didn't move, so they just stood still.
Yeah, the Ices player just was
For like a
"You know
while
I'm
or
not
what?
Like 7 minutes, like the
Oh,
whole
they
game.
actually just sat there?
The whole game. They
That's
timed out.
insane.
The Ices player was just like, okay, you're not going to approach, so I'm not going to approach. And if none of us ever approach, then eventually a deal is going to have to make you approach, and then I'll have won the game.
I think they did a 1 minute, 1 stock, like tiebreaker.
Game, basically.
And then the Puff won.
Oh, the insta
Oh,
bucket.
okay.
All right, game 5 it is.
Well, that was fast compared to the previous one.
Oh, yeah, no, to be honest, I didn't pay attention to stock. I thought you still had 2.
Dead by the time you fix that.
Yeah. Might as well take a
My
nap.
hands are going to be so freaking cold. This is going to be absurd.
When is the second half league game start?
6.
Small battle.
What was that?
A small battle or something?
Did you win on small
I was gonna say, if you haven't won,
If you haven't won,
if
there,
you haven't
can go
won
there.
on Smash Battle, Small Battlefield,
I thought it was like your last win.
It's your last win.
yeah,
It was like the first stage. we went.
then yes, you're good.
You're
Yeah,
fine. If you won on Northern second.
yeah.
Man, fuck Dave.
I guess the people that did. Yeah, I was asking. I don't want to keep. I can get trash before I leave.
Yeah, second record.
Oh, this Smash Trash fucking mod?
The prize pool,
It's not to reboot the game.
the prize pool is personally
Shit, nice.
fixed all, right?
Yes.
I will reference it.
Remember Pichu in that?
Yeah. I don't know if they changed Pichu that much. They haven't added different characters.
Oh, okay.
I like the patch notes for Siege, which they don't even know what they did.
Just put Pichu
Really?
Steve, like, I don't know, it's Steve.
The things I remember are if you do a forward smack with no tool, the opponent crumples, and stone tools have a fuck ton of hits. That's it.
Nice.
And I specifically also remember like
So wait,
border stats, or like honestly I can't tell you what we did.
I'm sorry, you're telling me Tulip Steve has a human god fit?
No, Coolest Steve is a crumple.
Which is, yeah.
I mean it's still like really small and it's not visible, but it's fun.
Shout out Team Fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm genuinely curious what they're going to do as positive in the trash.
I mean it's right over there. I think they nerfed God Fit and made everything else like more awful. Because the game University has more good stuff.
Wait, did they nerf electric or demon god fist?
They nerfed it, but like I think it balances out with the added hit stun, so it's fine. Because if you added, or if
I
you
understand
just,
why
like,
that's
didn't change it,
taken.
I'm pretty sure that
Why? They play so
you
like
hit someone with an electric,
kind of like a big, you know, like U above the platform. So like jump over, like round back air. Game Watch was kind of nair around it, upbeat around it. Like it's,
That's it.
Oh.
I mean, the King is already a very patient player, and JR's just like, I think he's practicing on playing the matchup correctly, and he's doing a really good job of being diligent about it. So
Yeah, I think the first 2 games, he just kind of went a little bit too aggro, just kind of brighten off.
Exactly.
And
but yeah, kind of just holding on to gyro and then waiting for laser to get bucket. It's just kind of the most effective way to play it out, it seems.
I think I want King to win more because I really did want to fight Game.
Game Watch is its own experience.
I don't even know
It's
how
good to
you
get the
get to a
experience,
pro
but like
matchup.
it's tough. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, like when I fought JR earlier, the only thing that like really messed me, I mean the first game I got messed up, I feel like I just looked lost. But like after that, the only thing I messed up was like I would cross up with forward air, and I would just get off the I was like, oh okay, it's just Game Watch. But after that, I don't know. Wasn't that bad.
I know I can win against Rob.
Shout out to King though, having to lead. I say time him out.
202 though. Oh, he didn't get the bucket. Wow.
Yeah, it's actually tragic. It was like 1 frame.
Yeah.
Why does Bucket reflect everything it can absorb now? That's
Nice.
a weird
Yeah.
change.
I think it's good.
I mean, maybe having something in the game of one, I think it's good.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's I think it's less that it's like doesn't make sense gameplay wise. I think it just looks really dumb.
I think the reason why Bucket is so good, not because like its properties, but just the fact that you can move around with it. Like it doesn't really like stop you.
It actively boosts your vertical momentum if you use it out of a jump.
Okay.
Yeah, when it's super.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, that's so early.
That was really good match, just bad timing.
When
Yeah,
it's
wow.
reflector, he's just holding something, and he just the projectile just hits it and it just bounces off. It's not like it doesn't look like it should reflect, but it does.
All right, so JR getting tested here, having to play a little bit more aggro, but in a safe manner, obviously.
I would assume the metal play.
Ooh, dash tag.
Oh wow,
barely
barely
with it.
missed.
Oh,
Okay,
gotta
gets the
recover.
reset advantage state. Yeah.
Oh, remember gas is expensive this day and age. Okay, he got back.
Wow.
This game's just do 2 up smashes and neutral and then copy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, but seriously, out of context, how much y'all pay for gas? I'd be paying like $5.50. That shit crazy.
Yeah, 550 or so.
You stupid.
It cost me about $10 to go up to Arlington and get my fingerprints.
It's 50 plus
Really?
liter tank. Yeah, definitely me too. I only get like 18 miles a gallon too.
I got 22.
It's probably kind of my fault though. I drive a manual sports car and I definitely am gas heavy. I just fucking hate it.
Electric, he just went up and said, zero trouble at all. I was like, you want gasoline? Like, no.
Imagine.
I humbly request this set end with a 9, please.
Oh.
Okay, that up you is
Okay.
pretty good.
Not gonna take out the fat, but JR has brought it fully back around from the King having a really strong advantage in the second stock.
And to be honest with you, the way these other games have been going, I definitely see JR just kind of play in this slow game, timeout if you need to.
Obviously trying to hold on to this gyro for as long as possible.
Still got 2 minutes left on the clock, so it really is just how much can you avoid Rob. Okay, nice back here.
Not bad.
Gyro's back on deck.
Side beat kills, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Off stage, definitely. Mid stage, probably.
Now, the thing is, how
Oh
do you
my
get?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm telling you,
I hate fire.
throw hit release is the weirdest thing.
JR's reaction time to like know when to up B is like absurd to me. Like any inkling of like disadvantage, he's like immediately.
Yeah.
Like he's there.
Oh,
Alright, well
forward
179
smash in the
though.
gyro like a first wave.
Okay, he's fine.
Okay.
Gonna get the up smash off, had to go for up air.
Another
Missed with
berry.
the 50-50, but that's okay.
Another berry, and this is probably the set.
You got like 1 minute 15 to get another 50-50. Or just side move.
Yep. Okay, back air.
Could also
Not
do
figured
that.
out yet. Chef to set up the ledge trap.
That's the fuel looking like.
Oh.
You can see.
Oh.
Okay,
no,
wait,
no way.
You go-
Up
oh.
kill. Nice. Very clean gameplay from JR there.
Nice reverse 3-0.
Yeah. That was a huge reverse 3-0.
Oh my god.
And JR will take it 3-2 over the King there.
I feel like that was more of a mental battle than like an actual smash battle.